Hi guys, how are you? My name is Vicky. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to talk about insecurity. Insecurity, it's a feeling of being unsure, having no confidence with yourself or your situation that you have, and it can affect your relationship with other people, and it can really impact your self-esteem and your personal and general well-being. And today I'm going to discuss three things: the causes of insecurity, how you can know that you have insecurity, and of course how to overcome insecurity. Personally, being a victim of insecurity to a point whereby I wanted to really change so much about myself, because I was very insecure with things that I had. First, I had a big problem with my body. I was having this feeling like I am so thin, I am so slim. I should try to add more weight, because I felt like people were judging me with the way I look. I was insecure with my physical appearance. That is my body, my yani mwili yangu, the way I am like a small person. I really had a big problem with it. Nobody maybe would really care so much about how I look or how I am, but mimi mwenyewe, because of one or two times people have discussed or said something. So with that said, I'm going to look into a man who is being discussed in the Bible from the book of Exodus chapter 3 and chapter 4. The Bible talks about a man called Moses. Moses was a man who used to stammer, and God called him and he told Moses, I want to use you to go to Egypt and deliver my people from the hands of Pharaoh, who was making Israel be his slaves, and he was mistreating them. So God told Moses, I have heard the cry of all Israelites, and I want to deliver them from Egypt, from the hands of Pharaoh, and I want to use you, Moses. And so today, what is interesting me about Moses is the way that he responds to God, the way he answers God after God told him what he wants to do with him and how he wants to send him to Egypt. First of all, so many people have discussed this topic and have really encouraged people by the way God used Moses. Despite him being an imperfect man, God used him to do a great quest. So chapter 3 of the Bible, when God called Moses, when Moses was grazing, and then he saw the fire at the Mount of Sinai, and he went closer, and he was called, Moses, Moses, remove your sandals, because where you are standing, it's a holy ground. So we see the continuation of their conversation, and God is telling Moses, I want to send you to Egypt. What was interesting me is the answers of Moses. Moses says to God, I am a nobody. Let me read to you. Exodus 3 and verse 11, the Bible says, after God had asked Moses to go to Egypt, Moses said to God, I am a nobody. How can I go to the king and bring Israelites out of Egypt? First, I am a nobody. I am a nobody. Mimi si kitu. Then turuke twende Exodus, Exodus chapter 4 and verse 10, it says, Moses answered to God again when God insisted he want to send Moses to Egypt. At this point, God had already even shown Moses the miracles that God will help him to perform when after he had gone to Egypt. But Moses tells God, no, Lord, don't send me. I have never been a good speaker, and I haven't become one even after I began to speak to you. I am a poor speaker. I am slow and hesitant. Then God told Moses, now go, I will help you to speak, and I will tell you what to do and what to say. But again Moses says to God, no, Lord, please send someone else. How many times have you been a Moses? How many times have you said you are a nobody? Because that comes with a lot of insecurity. When we are insecure, we have no confidence with ourselves. Something that you have, when someone tells you you can be a model, you say, no, I can't. My body is like this. My body is like, I'm too short. I'm too big. I'm too fat. I am so dark. I am too light. You know, I can't. We keep on complaining when God has already given us everything that we need to become great, to be great people, to be powerful people, to be important people, to be successful people. God has given us everything that we need. But most of the time, because of the doubts that we have within ourselves, because of the imperfection, kale kadogo, that we feel or we think that we have. I was asking myself the other day when I was taking a shower in the bathroom, why do people always complain about how their legs look? Because what is the importance of the legs? It's helping you walk. Can your legs help you walk? Yes, they can. Why are you complaining of how they look? If God hears you complaining about something that he has given you, your nose, your eyes, your ears, your hair, alafu aseme hauipendi, it doesn't make you happy, then I'm going to take it away from you. How long will you take to even replace that one thing that God will take away, that he gave you for free? So with this, let's train ourselves and teach our minds to appreciate and love everything that we have, and also be able to focus on our strengths. Because I was thinking about Moses. When Moses was saying, I am a nobody, this is a man who grew up in a palace. Because when he was a little boy, when he was a baby, God made the daughter of Pharaoh to come around the place where near the river bank where the mother of Moses alikuwa ameficha Moses, na huyo daughter of Pharaoh akamchukua. We all know the story of Moses. Akachukuliwa and he grew up in a palace. When Moses was a grown up, he was able to kill Egyptians who are mistreating and beating the Israelites. So he was a strong man. And also, after he had freed, God has come to him to speak to him. Imagine the whole world has so many people. There are so many Israelites, but God is coming to Moses. God is speaking to you. You are having a direct one-on-one conversation with God, telling you, I want to use you. But Moses is saying, I am a nobody. How are you a nobody when God is coming to you to talk to you and even showing you miracles and using you to perform those miracles? You are a great person. So most of the time, we hold on so much onto the small things that doesn't even matter, because God was communicating with Moses and they were able to communicate and he could understand. So Mungu alikuwa anamuelewa Moses, and Moses in his whole life he used to communicate with people. Though he was a stammerer, he was able to share what he wanted to say. So it doesn't matter if he is a stammerer, he is able to say what he's supposed to say and what he needs to say. So some of us, sisi wenyewe tuna complainingi juu ya vitu zenye tuna feel hatuna, but hizo vitu zenye tuna feel hatuna, what we have and what we have been given, it's enough for us to do what we are supposed to do and what we need. Unanielewa venye tunasema? Una complain juu mikono yako sijui you have short hands, but those hands zinakusaidia kufanya kazi yote mikono inahitaji and what you need. So we should appreciate more what we have other than keep on complaining about what we don't have. So those are the three verses that I was thinking about. That is the Exodus 3:11 and Exodus 4:10 and 13, when Moses was telling God, I am a nobody. Then Moses tells God, no Lord, please send someone else. This is a place where I am going to discuss three causes of insecurity that you have in our lives. First, and the biggest and the most common, is comparison, whereby you are 20 years old and you're comparing yourself with your friends and people you went to school with, watu mlizaliwa pamoja, your cousins, your family, your siblings. You keep on comparing yourself with them. What you have, they don't have. What they have and you don't have. And sometimes this can be depressing. It can depress you, especially if you see your cousins, your brothers, your friends, they are buying cars, they are building houses, and where bado na struggle na hustle and you're not able to complete so much, ama to achieve so much, you can feel like you're not enough. And when they are discussing or sharing what they have, you might feel like you don't need to say anything. Unaweza feel ni kama hautoshi mboga. So learn to appreciate yourself and don't compare yourself with anyone. Your timeline is different with everyone, and your purpose is different with anyone else in the whole world. The other thing is social conditioning. This is whereby you have people who expect things from you. Your parents, your grandma, your pastor, maybe your aunts, they expect something from you. Your bosses wanataka maybe you accomplish something and you're working so hard and maybe you're aufiki hapo. So wewe mwenyewe ukijua hivyo they expecting something from you, kama kuna mtu anaweza kuwa na expect utatuletea bwana lini, na uko tu hapo, maybe you are dating someone and they are not ready to come home, you are trying to have a baby and daktari anasema maybe bado kuna kitu na hii nafaa kuangaliwa. People can give you that pressure. Ama kuna mtu anataka hey, bado hujaipeleka hata your brothers, you're supposed to pay school fees for them, ulisomeshwa and bado you are not able to help them. Yani kuna hiyo pressure inaweza kuja by people expecting you to do something, people expecting you to be right, to be perfect, to do things the way it should be. And you can be struggling in different ways. You could be trying, you could be failing, na bado unakipu kipush. So unaweza jipata you put yourself in situations, maybe hata uchukue madeni ama ujibadilishe kitu fulani ndo fit in to their expectations, which is wrong. So avoid kabisa to do anything to make people happy. The other thing that is very now common, and this is a bad thing, it's past traumas. Past traumas ni kitu yenye maybe ushaipitia, mtu ashaikuja akakwambia wewe ni fala, you are so stupid, there is nothing good that can come out of you, you are so ugly, look at yourself, you're so fat, you're so thin, hata unaweza bebwa na upepo. Such things can make someone be insecure. So no matter what people said about you, no, it doesn't matter and it doesn't define you. You could have been abused by people. Kitambo mtu alikuja akakuabuse, maybe akakufanya kitu and you feel like that thing is holding you, it's still in your heart, it scares you, you're not able to talk clearly. Kuna mtu mwenye anaweza kuja, maybe you did something and they beat you and the fear is inside of you. I would really recommend you find help, speak to someone, or just sit down and meditate. I just know whatever happened to you in the past doesn't define your future, and let go of what happened in the past. It's hard, but give yourself time to heal and let that go. It happened to you, but it doesn't mean you deserved it, okay? And you deserve better. You are so perfect, you're so good, you are so talented, you're so gifted, and God loves you. How can you know that you are insecure? Sometimes you can just be seated thinking that maybe it's something normal not to do something. Unajua kuna time naweza kuwa tumekaa chini and ufikirie like spendi kama like I was wondering kwa nini mtu akikuja church amechelewa watu wengi wanapenda afadhali akae nje. Hata kunaweza kuwa kuna nyesha, it's very cold, but atakaa nje, hataki kuingia juu watu wamekaa chini. First of all, pastor haizi kupiga, maybe kuna father ama it's a Catholic church, you are allowed kuingia. Time imefika watu wanaambiwa ingie, lakini mtu anasema kuna seat hapa nyuma. Hapana, labda uende like hapo katikati. Why are people always scared? Because hakuna mtu atakupiga, hakuna mtu atakuuliza, hakuna mtu atakujudge, like no one is concerned about you. But people won't go. Hata in gatherings utapata mtu anataka kujificha huku kando. Let go of that fear. Let go of that fear, okay? Nobody can beat you. You are an adult, you are a baby, you deserve to do what you are supposed to do in a happy way, in a good way, as long as you are not hurting anyone. Acha kuogopa watu sana, usiogope watu. Just be yourself and do things right. So how can you know you are secure? First of all, when you have self-doubt, unakanga ukikaa ukiprocrastinate vitu. Like mimi, like there are some things that I have said I will do, but I keep procrastinating. I feel like maybe someone else is better than me. If I do, sitafika levels za mtu fulani. And maybe it's the same with you. You want to do a certain thing, but unakaa Ukipush mbele unasema maybe acha, like maybe I can't be, I'm not enough. So don't doubt yourself. The other thing is being negative about yourself. Always saying bad things about yourself. I'm ugly, hata sifai, mia hata sasa mimi hata nikivaa hata sina mwili ya nguo. Maybe you keep on saying mimi hata nikijibu hiyo swali siwezi pita, hata siwezi jua, hata nikisema answer yenye nafikiria it's not even right. Nakwanga tu fala. Don't say such things to yourself. The other thing is excessive comparison. You keep comparing yourself with others. That is also one thing to show that you are insecure. Uko na wasiwasi. Am I better? Niko sawa, niko penye nafaa kukua. Nimefika almost 30 na bado sijaolewa. Am I doing the right thing? Nani na nani wako hapa? Nani na nani? Am I doing the right thing? Stop comparing yourself. The other thing that can make you know that you are insecure is trying to seek approval from other people. Kila kitu unafanya, unataka kujenga nyumba, unataka kufungua account, unataka kuweka savings, unataka kununua shamba, unajua kuna ile kuconsult like nafaa kwenda wapi, nani naweza pigia simu. That is good. You can have, sometimes you need to do something and you have to find someone to give you knowledge ama kukusaidia kujua kitu. But now there is approval seeking. Kama unataka kufanya kitu, lazima uulize watu, inakaa aje? Mnaona kama itanikalia poa? Mnaona kama nafaa kufanya hivi? Hii course nikifanya nitakuwa successful kweli? Like you keep on asking for people's approval on things that you should do. That is a sign of insecurity. Trust yourself. Everything you want to do, trust yourself, trust your instinct, okay? And the last one is being very defensive. When you are very defensive, you are in a situation whereby people can criticize you and inakuingia kwa skin. You get what I'm saying? Everything that is said negative to you, it gets to your skin and you feel like you want to explain everything people say about you if it's something that is not making you happy. Unanielewa? Usishinde kutaka kuji-explain. Usitake sana kushinda ukiambia watu it was like this, it was like this, it was like this. Do something that you love as long as it's right and it's good. Please know that you are in the right path. So the last part that you're going to talk about is how we can manage insecurity. First of all, the most important is to face your negative thoughts. Kila time unakuwa na kitu unafikiria inakuambia you're not enough, you can't do it, you cannot make it, you are a failure, face them and let your mind remind you of the good things that you have done, or the days that you were falling apart and you remained strong. And those days will let you know that hata hapa kwenye niko, if I was able to do it last time, hata sahi I will make it. The other thing is practice self-compassion. I did a video where I was talking about self-love. Learn to love yourself. This is by appreciating and loving everything that you have, appreciating and accepting that everything you have gone through, it was for good. And if it happened to you, maybe you didn't deserve some awful and bad things that were done to you, but now that you're in different situation, you know you deserve better. Number 3, focus on your strength. That I said in number 1, always focus on your strength. If you are able to do so much kitambo, just know even now you can do much more. Focus on your strength. Everything that you have and you think it's perfect, please use that. Use that to accomplish so much. Stop focusing on what you don't have. Focus on what you have and use that for better good. The last one is seek support if you need be and engage yourself in things that you love. So kama una feel uko insecure sana na inaku affect mpaka inaku overwhelm, sometimes you can have insecurity about your legs, about your body, about your skin, about your career, about your family, and inakubeba sana mpaka unashindwa kufanya kazi zako, unashindwa hata kuji-explain, unashindwa hata kuji-express. You want to share something but you're so scared of what people think of something that you have or a situation you were in kitambo ama kitu ulipitia, unadhani watu wanajua. Seek help, talk to someone and let them help you to get over it, okay? And I believe hakuna kitu yenye it's new under the sun. Everything that we have gone through, watu wengine pia walipitia, kila mtu akona story yake, and you are so perfect. God loves you. God thinks positively about you. Imagine when God came to Moses, God didn't God didn't see Moses as a stammerer. He saw a great man. He saw a capable man. So also you, God sees you as so perfect. He doesn't see your imperfections, and he is ready to use you for a good and great purpose. And I tell you, you look back and you realize, like, it doesn't matter what you don't have. What you have is so great. It's enough, and you can use that and stop being insecure about anything. Everything that you have, you've been gifted, and it's everything that you need. I love you guys. And before I close up this video, I used to have really a big deal. Like, I felt like it's a big deal the way I don't have that big body. Watu wangeshinda wakiniita kadogo nini, like, you know, such things, and it would really affect me. And I would think about it, and I wanted to add weight so much. I was eating smoothies, I was doing exercise, I was so focused, I want to add weight. I was not adding weight, and I was so frustrated, and it was affecting my mental health. So don't allow yourself to get into that. I really love how I am. I love my body. I love my skin. I love my heart. I love my eyes, my nose, everything, every detail I have. God created me. He looked at me and he said, this is wonderfully and fearfully made. So that is what I believe, and that is what is in my heart, and it makes me shine and come out with confidence. I used also to have insecurity about my family because I came from a bit humble background. Yani tungeenda place and watu wakiulizwa mtu mwenye anahitaji usaidizi, watu wangesema Vicky. And so I was very insecure about it. I used to refuse. Hata watu wa kanisa wakisema watakuja missions kuzunguka wakuje wapitie kwetu, nilikuwa na give excuses. I felt like I don't need people to know. I didn't want people to know where I come from. I didn't want even my friends to visit me. I was very insecure, and that affected me. But that was my home. There are people who don't even have a place to stay. They don't have a home. They don't have parents. So I should be grateful that I have a home. Even though it's not as big, kama ya mtu mwingine, it's not as big or large as I think it should be, but I have one, and that is what is important, and that is what I needed. So I love everything about myself. And now, because those situations have changed, we are not like where we were at that time. Mungu ametuweka poa. So I really want to just encourage you, please don't be insecure about anything. If anything, love yourself, appreciate yourself, don't be insecure. Face your negative thoughts, seek help if you need be, appreciate yourself, and practice self-compassion. Be compassionate with yourself. If you are not able to love yourself, who will love you? Who will love you? Imagine your parent loved you. How comes you can't love yourself? Wewe mwenyewe, wazazi wako walikupenda, Mungu akakupenda. How comes you can't love yourself and appreciate everything that they have done for you? And everything that you have is great. It's amazing, and I love you. Personally, I love you as you watch this video. And also remember to subscribe and share this video to someone you think they need to hear this message. I love you. I appreciate you. Please subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that when I post another video, you'll be the first one to know. I love you, and please leave a comment of how you feel about this video. Thank you. Mwah.